Surely we talk endlessly about metrics on our show, the big issues like ransomware. But I don't even know where to begin with what is metrics that make up the ransomware story. Explain to me what the heck that is.
Sure. And trust, the security community. There are a lot of ways to do that and a lot of opinions on how to do that. But I'll give you one example of one of our customers. So they have built a list of around 30 metrics that they care and help them measure what's the level of readiness against ransomware as a corporate.
Give me a few examples of those metrics that sort of add up to the ransomware story.
So, for instance, what's the percent of my environment that is covered by malware detection solutions? Or how does my privileged access landscape looks like? What's my the BU that is most sensitive for phishing campaigns, which I can probably take from my security training stats or from my email. So all of this type of data points are coming from different products, and I'd like to be able to see them in one place.
Go on, explain, this how all these 30 plus metrics are telling a ransomware story.
So if I have a policy as an organization that I'm setting on top of each of those metrics, I have a simple understanding of, do I meet that policy or breach that? And once I am able to accumulate that to a number, let's say a 5. Why 5? Because 5 says that I'm at the moment pretty much okay with most of the policies, but I'm breaching some of them. So let's go and focus on where I need to fix that. And what SeeMetrics brings out of the box is once you have set your policies, you will get your action plan that will tell you, this is the 5, 10 things you need to do in order to get to, let's say, a 7. And basically, you get a mission statement. What's my level of readiness? And now you can tie it into an action plan. And, that's going to be your goal in the lens of ransomware for the next quarter. At the same time, you may have other risks you want to be able to do, a project that you are deploying where you have accumulated a different set of metrics where you want to see progress as well. So all of this now becoming, instead of, endlessly effort of collecting data, to really planning and understanding the data once you have all of it in front of you and you can speak with the different teams on what are the next steps.
This is something that comes up all the time of not how secure are we, but where is our security program today? And SeeMetrics is allowing you to answer that question. I mean, I'm assuming that's what your customers are looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's nice of it that, you may have different functions in the organization using the same metrics, but for different needs. Risk teams for their own measurements, programs for their own measurements. The CISO office may be preparing to go to the board. They need their own set of measurements or drill down into the data. So they all have the same data set and they can use it in different things to measure. And yes, up until now, you'd have brought a big 4. They would have surveyed you. They would have told you how well the organization is doing, might have given you an action plan. And then 8 weeks later, how can you actually go and see that those recommendations have been implemented properly? That's where SeeMetrics comes in.
If our audience would like to actually better improve their action plan, know where they are at any given time, make sense of the data that they have out there and the metrics that they can be constantly measuring and putting together in a sort of a package, if you will, then you need to check out what they're doing over at SeeMetrics. There's a web address right there, seemetrics.co.